Hey everyone, Allie here from Maine Snap Ed and Healthy Acadia. Welcome back to my kitchen, and I have another super quick pantry recipe for you all. Today we're going to be making corn and black bean salad. I love this recipe because it is chock full of super yummy vegetables. Now, for this recipe today, we're going to be having vegetables in 3 different ways. So, I have a fresh green pepper for us to chop. I have some canned black beans for us to add. And then finally, I have some frozen corn to add as well. Now, our fresh, frozen, and canned fruits and vegetables all have different benefits, stay fresh for a certain amount of time, and can cost different prices at the grocery store. Let's learn some tips and tricks about buying these fruits and vegetables, and then I'll show you the recipe. To start us off, we have our fresh fruits and vegetables. And the great thing about these is that they're fresh, juicy, crisp, tastes really good, and if you buy it locally, you know the farm that it came from and it's probably right down the road. However, when you're not buying certain produce fresh in season, they can definitely be a little bit more expensive. So be on the lookout for when things are grown to get it when it's at its cheapest. Also, our fresh produce can go bad pretty quickly. So make sure when you purchase it, you know you're going to be using it in a recipe later that week. That way, you're not throwing it out unused. Next, we have our canned vegetables and fruits. So these are really awesome because they last for a really long time. I love to keep beans, corns, peas in my pantry in case I ever need them for the recipe and don't want to run to the grocery store for just one thing. I love to keep black beans on hand so I can always throw them into burritos or a salad for a little extra protein. When we're purchasing canned items, we want to make sure we're on the lookout for low sodium and low sugar options for our fruit. Also, canned items can be on sale a lot, so you can get a bunch of these for a great price. So really good for saving money. Then lastly, we have our frozen. And so frozen is really good, especially if certain recipes call for it. For example, I always have frozen fruit in my freezer because I love smoothies and I know I can make one quickly with already frozen fruit. Plus, like in our cans, you may think that you're compromising on taste with our fresh, but before our items are canned or frozen, they are harvested at peak freshness. So you're not compromising at all on vitamins and nutrients, which is really awesome. Plus, frozen is good because if, for example, you're not going to use this whole bag, you can seal it back up and throw it in the freezer. So even after you've opened it, it can still store for a really long time. So frozen can be great for items that you just need a little bit of, but comes in large quantities and you don't want to waste it. So our recipe today is going to use some fresh, canned, and frozen items. And depending on your buying habits, there are pros and cons to each of these. So make sure you try it out at your local grocery store. All right, I'm pretty hungry now, so let's get cooking. So for this recipe, we're going to need 1 cup of frozen or canned corn, 1 cup of cooked or canned black beans, 2 tablespoons of a diced green or red pepper, 2 tablespoons of cilantro leaves, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. So your first step, you're going to want to thaw out 1 cup of corn and add it into a large mixing bowl. Drain and rinse your canned black beans and add 1 cup. First, wash your red pepper and then get out a cutting board to dice it up. Then we want to add 2 tablespoons to our large mixing bowl. If you want to add more peppers, you totally can. It's up to you. Next, you want to wash and dice your cilantro. And then we want to add 2 tablespoons into our large mixing bowl. Next, we add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Grab a spatula and mix it all up. Then you just need to serve it up and enjoy. Make sure you refrigerate your leftovers within 2 hours. Alright, well that's all I have for everyone today. Thanks for following along this pantry recipe demo. I hope you have a chance to make this and enjoy. I know I'm looking forward to having some salad tonight. Bye everyone!